Well, I am concerned as a daughter. I am concerned that he will not be granted interim release dahil he is 80 years old. He is not in good health. He's not been eating well, and he needs support from familiar people, and he needs the care of his family and loved ones. So hindi ko naman nabasa, no, pero I will rely on your quote, no. Well, unang-una, we do not deny that I have a position in government in the Philippines. Do I have power or authority? Well, not to a level that we would want to implement our projects and programs. But yes, meron akong katungkulan sa ating bansa. But my power and authority do not extend beyond Philippine shores. So kung saan man yung bansa na may interim release, ay wala tayong say doon at hindi makikinig yung gobyerno doon sa Philippine Vice President.
Ma'am, kasi what they're saying is that yung kind of influence that you have daw is could risk bringing real and substantial harm to the legitimate interests of victims and witnesses, particularly sa influence daw ng iyong father, considering na meron daw siyang associates, including his very own family, na may influences pa rin dito sa Pilipinas that could potentially risk the victims and witnesses, especially yung interest po nila. Ayun po yung sinasabi, not particularly.
Okay, sige. So, in that case, I do not understand the reasoning behind opposing the interim release because of the position of the daughter. Because right now, he is not in interim release, no? He is detained in in ICC detention unit. Pero vice president pa rin ako. 'Di ba? So ibig sabihin, kung totoo man yung sinasabi niya, hypothetically kung totoo man 'yan, ibig sabihin meron pa rin akong authority and power ngayon. To ano daw 'yon? To about witnesses?
About the witnesses, I mean particularly yung influence daw po ng inyong ama daw po na nag-extend daw po sa kanyang mga associates na may influence pa rin siya sa politically speaking, including you and...
Wait, sandali, sir. Gagawa tayo ng ibang press briefing, ha? Basahin ko muna yung opposition dahil nahihirapan ako kapag hindi ko siya mabasa yung opposition ng prosecutor. So, erase nyo muna lahat yun kasi,
Ma'am, follow up lang po kay Dennis. We understand kasi ang daming reasons cited by the prosecution actually, pero ang hirap na isa-isa kung hindi mo pa nababasa. Pero, being the daughter ng Vice President, what's your thought na talagang hinaharang nila, of course, expected sa kanila, pero sobrang dami ng sinete ng mga reasons, sa'yo, influence ng family, kalyado ng father ninyo, even yung mga countries na pinili po ninyo kung siya supposedly pinag-counter nila. So, what's your thought on this? Without necessarily, looking into specifics of the reasons cited.
well, kung as a lawyer, if I am to speak as a lawyer, it's all but natural for a prosecutor to oppose everything that the defense proposes. Kasi yun yung trabaho nila eh. Whether or not reasonable yun, doesn't matter to them kasi trabaho nila ang hindi magbigay or magparaya sa defense team.
As a daughter?
As a daughter, anong nararamdaman ko? Well, I am concerned as a daughter. I am concerned that he will not be granted interim release dahil he is 80 years old. He is not in good health. He's not been eating well, and he needs support from familiar people, and he needs the care of his family and loved ones. Noong siya ay Pangulo nga, hindi nga niya trineten yung mga biktima eh. Pangulo siya noon, meron siyang power and authority. Ngayon pa na nasa loob na siya ng detention unit. And lalo na kapag nasa ibang bansa na siya, na unreachable sa kanya ang mga tao sa Pilipinas. So, it doesn't make sense to say na magkakaroon pa siya ng influence kung meron siyang interim release dahil nung nandito siya sa Pilipinas, naging mayor siya, naging president siya, at even nung natapos ang term niya, hindi niya kailanman tinanong. In fact, ako pa yung paulit-ulit na nagsabi sa kanya na maghanda ka. Si Harry Roque pa yung 1 taon siyang hinabol-habol na sinabihan na maghanda ka. So he never did anything against the witnesses. But I do not understand why the prosecution would oppose the petition for interim release of an accused based on the statements of family members. So it is clear that he is in court requesting for interim release and signifying that he will comply with all the obligations. I suppose, nandoon naman na lahat yun na nakalagay. Yun yung mga obligasyon na kailangan niyang gawin, nakalagay doon sa kanyang petition. So, ibig sabihin, the accused himself submitted to the power of the courts for interim release and whatever obligations he needs to comply. No? So, kung sinasabi nila na hindi ibibigay ang interim release dahil merong mga statements ng pamilya, it doesn't fall also into the parang reasons kung bakit hindi ibibigay ang interim release. Dapat siguro ang kanilang pinagbabasihan lang ay yung actions and sinasabi ng akusado. Hindi, at kung ano yung sinasabi ng country where he will be released to. Napakamali na gagamit sila ng rason para ikontrahin ang petisyon ng isang akusado base sa statements ng pamilya.
Last two questions on the topic. Aiza Romero.
Ma'am, nasabi